Good evening. This is the SoulOhm service.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, and an extra good evening, and welcome to another edition of the SoulOhm service. We've got a guest. Go on, say hello, guest.
Good evening, guest. How the devil are you?
Right, yes, this is our guest. This is Adam from Great British Vapes, or GBV Nation, as he's now called. What we'll do is we'll get to know him in just a little while. I know a lot of you in chat already know the gentleman on my... I think you're on my right. No, you're on my left. You're on my left. You all mainly know who Adam is. But what we're going to be doing this evening is a special. We are going to be getting to know Adam. We're going to get to know his deep, dark secrets.
Ooh, what do you desire?
So, good evening, chat, and how the devil are we? We'll go for the top from work down. We've got JJ, Luz, Orion Braces, Ruby, JJ there. GBV, you're in there as well. JR Biker, we've got Belinda, BFG, my hero, Bronco, good evening, Steve, how the devil all you are, Ricardo, good evening, sire. So, just before we do get into the learning all about Adam, because tonight I wanted to highlight our Adam and show him to the world type of thing. So we've got a little bit of news, not much about the channel. Just want to give another big shout out to BFG, my absolute IT guru. He is absolutely amazing. If you do pop over to my website and go and have a look, just at the bottom, he's got like a ticker tape. So you know, like on the BBC News, you've got the headlines coming across. Well, they is inserted there where I do my Twitter feed. So yeah, it is absolutely brilliant. So I thought I would tell you all about that. Besides that, it's been a pretty much quiet week in the SoulOhm world. Obviously, we did the Vzone Sig. Did I get it right again?
You did.
Vzone Sig, yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, we practiced that one. So we got that one out yesterday. What did I do on Monday? My brain's gone dead. I can't think what I reviewed.
Thank you, Jules.
What did I review? I can't remember what I reviewed. Oh, that was it. It was the Vim from Jack Vapor. So I did enjoy that mod. I've got to admit, and them coils are absolutely brilliant. Jules, Huggles, sweetheart, hope you are all right. Jules has just put a review up today, so please go and check out Jules' review. That would be awesome. Just review. She's done. Nice
just
review. So, Adam, I'm going to let you start off this evening. Some people might not know who you are, so would you like to introduce yourself and then tell me what you're vaping on?
Well, my name's Adam. I'm from GBV Nation, which is the collective name for Great British Vapes now. That is how I'm working that out. So if anyone is wondering, any of my subscribers that have come over, are wondering, basically what we've got is Great British Vapes is still alive, but it is part of the umbrella that is GBV Nation. So anyone can join the GBV Nation. But that is who I am. That is where I'm from. I do a few reviews now and again, and we host the Last of the Summer Vapes together, which is pretty awesome. We have done for nearly 2 years now. Yay.
Yeah, we're coming up to our 2 years anniversary.
I was going to say that I'm not vaping on anything, and I only vape on a Tuesday night, but I was lying. Up your volume, Adam.
Are you a little bit quiet?
The boss needs to turn it up a little bit.
Bear with me 1 sec. Let's have a look. Where are we? Oh, you're quite loud.
If I bring my microphone a bit closer. See, I'm not professional. I'm not on our show. I'm just like chilling out. Yeah. I'm on the G box with the drop RDA. Squonking with the drop is a revelation. It sort of brings it all back to you and makes you fall in love with it all over again. You vape with it dripping, you're like, oh, I love it. Absolutely love the drop. And then all of a sudden you put it into squonk mode and it's again. Fall in love with it again.
I really want the drop solo.
Yeah.
And the drop dead as well.
Drop dead, drop solo.
Sorry to interrupt you. Have you seen is it the Nardar?
The not another dripping atomizer.
Yeah, that was quite interesting. That's very similar to the drop dead style, but obviously you've got the airflow coming from underneath. Sorry, do apologise for interrupting.
But yeah, I'm quite interested in that. But yes, I'm on that little combo. Not matchy at all, because it's blue, black, and red. And then I'm on the Smok X-Priv. Decided to break this one out with the Vaptio Turbo L. Turbo L, I want to call it. Is it Turbo L?
Yes, it is the Turbo L, the one that you can convert to an RDTA and an RDA.
Yes.
It's humongous.
It is a piece of kit. It is a piece of kit. The best thing to put it up against is a 50mm short fill, and it's nearly half the size. But yes, it's very, very nice.
Well, have you got it in RDTA mode?
I've got it in RDTA mode at the minute. It needs to go in. Go on.
Guns, considering how big that airflow is, the flavour's good on it.
It is very good. It's very, very good. I've put quite a few builds in this just to get it sort of down. Now, one thing I have noticed, with it being the rose gold one, is it has got a few blemishes in the paintwork, which I'm not too happy with. But other than that, it is quite a nice one. It is quite a nice one. In the first one, I've got Cloud9ers, which you've seen before, which is a bit questionable, but that's the mango with a little bit of Coolada Nick salts in it, which is very, very nice. And in that one, I've got my vanilla custard with Coolada Nick salts in it. Very, very good. And then I have got a bit of retro vaping. I've got the Recoil OG original recipe Recoil.
Ooh, can't beat it.
No, you can't. On the Super Bat, 75 watts, lovely, lovely little vape.
I do like my Super Bat.
Yep. It's an all-day banger mod. It's an all-day banger mod. You can pick it up, you can vape on it. The branding sort of puts me off, but other than that, it's sort of...
I think the black one doesn't look as in your face.
No, it doesn't. I can't help but have the LEDs on flash when you vape it, but... Yeah, I'm really quite enjoying that. And that's literally all I'm vaping on.
Right, I guess it's over to me. Just want to say hello to everybody that's just coming into chat. I've noticed 50 Vapes, Chris, Conway, Grimmy. Who else is there?
Doug.
Doug.
Darren.
Yeah, Darren. Grimmy. Yeah, I think we've got you all. So what am I vaping on? Well, I have got my Duster Mech with the...
I feel like that.
What I'm now classing as my dead knuckle.
Your dead knuckle?
This is my dead knuckle. In other words, I've got my knuckle RDA top cap and my dead rabbit deck. So it's my dead knuckle.
I keep looking at that and I think, right, it's got to smell like old pennies. It's got to smell like old pennies.
I'm determined. I've always wanted to sort of like get one of my mods to go really patinaed.
That's going.
And this one seems to be going really, really quickly. Really is. So I'm loving it at the moment. So yeah, I must be down to about 1 centimetre of the Duchess.
Got
a bit.
Loved them both.
So far this year, besides obviously our hero, Rochford, this has been one of my favourite juices this year so far. It really has. It's a lovely, lovely vape. Really do like it. What else have I got? Obviously, I've got my drop with the Sandman. I've got my Wonder. I got the Wonder vape. The Wonder.
Wonder vape.
The Wonder Vape Co. on top of the V-God. And believe it or not, I'm really enjoying it. Now, I am not a fan of bottom airflow because I end up leaking everywhere. It doesn't matter how... I'm just... Yeah. But this one, for some reason, just don't do it.
Evening, Chris.
And I am on one of... on that one, I'm on one of Grim Green's favourites, which is Full Delight. I'm really enjoying that one. That is a tobacco and vanilla. But it's more vanilla than it is tobacco. It's really nice. No, it's not. I thought it would be, but no, it's very creamy and custardy with just this little very slight hint in the background of a tobacco. But I do like it. What else have I got? I wouldn't be without it. My Purge truck with the Aquitas with my homebrew Deluxe Lemon.
Lemon Deluxe.
Lemon Deluxe. And I'm also on another one. I'm on the Enforcer. This has also got the actual knuckle RDA on top of their one, so I'm absolutely thoroughly enjoying using that one. Review should be coming out on this one. Should be on Monday, so keep checking that one out. One last thing that I am on, it's this ugly, amazing...
Have you got the bubble tank on that?
I got the bubble tank on.
It's huge, isn't it?
I don't like the look of it. It is an ugly bugger, but
It's
honestly,
fugly.
it is definitely fugly. Yeah, definitely. But I am actually loving the vape from it. It's got the...
Hi, Jules.
Hi, Jules. You haven't said hello? Mwah, to Jules. It's got the... Oh, I forget what... Mesh coils, that's it. And... clouds for days. It's scary.
I love mine. Absolutely love mine. I've had to put it down for a bit.
Honestly, absolutely scary. But it's ugly. It's just so ugly. But review will be coming out of that soon. Right. Because, obviously, we have a special guest.
Oh, thank you.
And honestly, I'm genuinely quite chuffed that you've come on, to be honest with you. Because I'm wanting to get to know you just that little bit more. So what we're going to do is we have got question times. Now these questions are, some are vape related, some are not vape related, and some are channel related. So it's a little bit open. So have you got a vape? Have you got a drink, Adam? Are you comfortable?
I am. I'm pretty comfortable. I've got some water. I've got my fan going. I've got my vapes ready.
Right.
I've got my headphones on.
So we shall crack on. Now what I'm going to be doing is roughly about 1:45-ish type of time. That's when you guys in chat can blast your questions out like pretty much normal. So, right. Question number 1. What does vaping mean to you personally?
Oh, great question. Great question. Oh, hit me with that one. Great question. Vaping to me, right? Very, very open question, because this is one of them really, really, really open questions. Because if you come at me at different times in your vaping journey, vaping means so much more every single time. So what does vaping mean to me right now? Vaping to me now is no longer the reliance of nicotine. So it's nothing about that kind of stuff. And no longer is it about the hobby. Now it is about the community and the whole vaping community. There's so much go off about everything, whether it be vape drama, whether it be anything like that. But the community, believe it or not, is so strong. And when you meet people, you learn their habits, their vaping habits and things like that. There's something quite interesting about finding out what someone else vapes and looks at the way of vaping. Now, vaping to me is all about the community now. That is what it's all about, because it is the reliance on nicotine has gone. The hobbyist side of me will always be there, so yeah. You'll always have that side of you, but it is really about the community side of it. Like I said, it's a very good question. It is. Different times means different answers. So
yeah. Okay. What money no object? What would be your dream setup?
Do you know what? Right, money no object. My dream setup would be one of my first setups. If I could vape it just for one day, money no object would be the original Evic 75 watt, the VTC. With the Kanga sub-tank mini and some Yoda blood.
Really?
Yeah, that would be money no object. That would be my setup. Because listen, we're very fortunate to try multiple things, and this whole retro vape run that I'm on at the minute,
Mm.
forget about anything new that's coming out. If I had the chance to run the original Evic VTC Mini, Sub-Tank Mini on top, Yoda Blood, with... And listen, I would never recommend this anymore. But when I first started vaping with it, it was an E-Fest 18650, which obviously got absolutely poo-pooed by Mooch many years ago. But at the time, it was like it was God. It was absolute God. An E-Fest, an E-Fest battery, and that setup would be... The battery would last about 5 minutes at 60 watts, but yeah. And that was that was the 1.2 ohm coil, and that is what I vape. Happily, if someone turned around to me and says, "Would you like a dream setup?" That would be my dream setup.
Okay, next question. Why Great British Vapes? And after 3 years of having that name, why the rebrand?
Oh, very good. Well, Great British Vapes was just... I'm a UK-based reviewer, and we did a roast the other week of my very first channel, my very first review, which was horrendous, by the way. But when I first came up with the name Great British Vapes, it wasn't Great British Vapes, it was Great British Vapors. And I thought, you can't have... There's only going to be me reviewing. There's only going to be me running the channel. So it's got to be Great British Vapes. It can't be Great British Vapors, because there's not going to be a multitude of people on the channel. So that's where it naturally turned into Great British Vapes. The whole idea behind the rebrand is not necessarily a brand. It's a rebrand. It's a brand. It's to bring everything under one umbrella. So there's a few things in the pipeline that are going to change ever so slightly, and that may be there's a different channel. There's all sorts of other things, but it's to become a little bit more than Great British Vapes. It's to become... Would I be
right in saying that you're wanting to become more of a YouTube creator than just known as a vape reviewer?
Yes, right. Without... This is where it went. When you think about it, a vape reviewer, there's only so many things we can do as vape reviewers to show people a product. We show off a product, and then we give our opinions on products, and that is how it does, and that's how everyone's always reviewed a product. This is how we do it. This is what it is. This is our opinion. X, Y, and Z. Now, when I have ADHD, I always have had ADHD ever since a child, and that means that I can get very, very bored very, very easily. The channel is something that I've never been bored with. The channel is nothing I've never been bored with. So what I want to do is I want to create an umbrella brand, which GBV Nation will be a creative sort of process for myself. So it'll keep everything very, very fresh. But the Great British Vapes will never be dead. It will always be part of the GBV Nation. That is the whole idea behind it.
Cool. Right, what's the next one? What would you say is the biggest harm to vaping and the vaping community's reputation?
This very, very easy one. Very, very easy one. And I don't want to sound like Mr. Trump or anything like that, but fake news from the media. The problem that we have as vapers, and the problem that we have along the line of the outlet that we have. There's obviously the internet where you can go and you can find very pro vaping things. So you can find forums, you can find websites, but don't forget what the world relies on is a newspaper. No matter if they're reading it online or they're reading it in pure paper form. Even I enjoy a Sunday morning sat on the garden, cup of coffee in hand, reading a newspaper, even though I know that most of it is totally utter BS. I still enjoy that sort of repetitive feeling of sitting there and reading the newspaper. Now, we've spoke about this multiple times in the past, me and you, where in fake news, what happens is, page 1, first headline, e-cig blows up, kills 45 people. Continued story on page 7. No one ever goes to page 7 to realise that it was a battery that was plugged into a dodgy charger and set fire to one cushion that was at the side, and then that set fire to a house, and blah, 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 blah. No one ever looks into that side of it. It's just that first part of the media. Now, that is damaging to us because obviously what happens from there, and Village has just said it, that newspaper then posts it on their Facebook site. They post it on their Twitter feed. They post it on Instagram. And what happens then is someone reads that one line and then retweets it. Social media then all rolls under the same sort of media outlet. Clickbait news, very, 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 very good analogy there, Matt. But that's it.
Right. Oh, I'm enjoying this one. As a YouTube creator, what do you dislike about reviewing?
What do I dislike about reviewing? Oh, very good question. Let me have some water first. Right, what do I dislike about reviewing? The repetitive nature that reviewing can bring. Now, I, for one, have never been afraid to rant or say a product is not very good. We'll always say it in our own special way. It doesn't have to be this product is shit that's being thrown out a window or anything like that. Sorry to bring swearing onto the channel. But to throw anything in the window or anything like that. But the repetitive nature of a review is what I hate the most. And the reason being, what happens is, as I stated before, a review is only what you make it. So the basic guideline for a review is introduction, show the product off, give your opinion on the product, done. That repetitive nature is what sort of, that is the only thing I hate about it.
I think the only thing that I hate about it is being hounded.
I'm very good at ignoring people.
I'm not. I'm terrible. It's so like China seems to be the worst.
Yes.
They send you a product out. You email them saying that you've sent. Hi Matt. You've emailed them saying that you've received it, and then 2 days later, where's the review? And it's like, what?
Listen, I don't want to mention no names particularly, so be a guest. Brilliant for that, because what they'll do is they'll send your product out, and we all know that this certain company can take quite a while shipping the product out. So it can be a week, a week and a half till it gets to you, and then you will get an email from one of their representatives saying, have you received product? Is the video done? And it's like, check the tracking information. It's not here yet.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to leave that one there. Right, another little bit of a light question here.
Oh,
when was the first time you was recognised as a vape reviewer in public?
Do you know what? This is a really, really, really poor one, and it's really, really poor. And I was going to my local Morrison's, which is not far away from me, and as I was walking into Morrison's, someone said to me, "You're that Great British Vapes guy, aren't you?" And I asked him how he knew, and the reason he knew is there's quite a few vape shops in Chesterfield, and this one is no longer open, but what they had was a small TV screen, and I would and were the police involved? No, they weren't. And they had a little computer screen going, and on the computer screen they had one of my reviews on there that I'd reviewed his juice, and he was like, I've seen you in vape. It's not that he recognised me from my channel or anything like that. He recognised me from the shop. What's this, Lethal? I've had ADHD from a young age as well, Adam. Can I ask how you cope, and how hard is it for you to keep the drive and focus to content creator? Don't mean to be rude if that's not okay to ask. That's absolutely fine. It's
absolutely awesome to ask. Can we just save that for the last end of the bit, and we'll talk about that one, Lethal? Most definitely. That one definitely wants answering.
But yeah, that was it. And he didn't recognise me from searching for my channel or anything like that, because as I got speaking to him, he's actually a subscriber, and I've spoken to him multiple times since then. But at first it was like he'd seen me on this computer, and that's why he knew. That's why he knew.
Right, the next one. When watching other creators, YouTube creators, reviews, what do you look for? Is it the personality, production quality, technical information? What draws you to watch somebody else?
It's the personality. I don't care if they've got. Listen, we've all been there, and I suppose that makes it different for us. That we've all had bad audio, we've all had bad video quality, we've all been there with all that. But if someone's personality can draw me in, and there's a guy, he hasn't done a review for a long time. He had a very small subscriber count, but his name was GL Reviews, and I was watching one of his reviews, and it was his personality that brought me to his channel. He subscribed to my channel, and I always check the subscribers, and I have a look. Obviously, if someone's got 1 subscriber, it means they've either put some content out or they've been on a live stream or something like that. But I will check, and I'll have a watch of a video and things like that, and if they catch me, I'll subscribe. And it was very good. It was very good. But that is what draws me in. If someone's got a personality and someone can if someone can bring you into a conversation, because that's what it is. When we're creating content, we're talking to the camera to make a conversation with someone that's out there, and it was that. It was sort of that personality is there, and if you can pull someone into that conversation, if you become that person that person's having a conversation with, yeah, that's what gets me every single time.
Cool. We're doing well here. Right. Carrying on with the people that obviously you watch, not just in vaping, but in YouTube in general. If you could collaborate with one of these YouTube creators, who would it be and why?
Peter McKinnon, who is a photographer. He is a photographer, he's a cinematographer as well, but he's really good at making you feel like you are part of his channel. He introduces everyone on all of his videos, saying, he says, welcome, he goes, what's up everyone, Peter McKinnon here, welcome to the channel, it's great to see all of you smiling faces. Now, when he said, you've just done it there, when he says that, the first thing that you do is just smile and you're in there. And you're locked in with his video. Now, for that kind of response, this guy has not been doing YouTube for very long, and he's got 2.2 million subscribers. And he has done everything on his channel, and I would love to sort of just learn. I would be there for a masterclass, and I would love to do something like that.
Cool. Right, this one's a little bit of
Delver.
A delver. This one is.
Vape.
Right, have a quick vape. You're ready?
I'm ready. Go.
Right. How do you measure your channel success as a YouTube creator? Do you measure it by how many subscribers you've got, or how many view counts you've got, your popularity on social media? How do you actually measure your success as a YouTube creator?
Right. I'm going to sound seriously cliche here, but you know me well enough to know that this is the truth. I've never been in this for the numbers. I've never been in this to be completely vape famous or like 300 million subscribers or anything like that. So the subscriber side of it doesn't necessarily bother me. I do get a little bit frustrated when YouTube start messing about, but all in all, if all my subscribers were to go tomorrow and I was left with 3 core subscribers, I would be very happy still. My success rate, in my own personal opinion, is given to me from people who, if I've had a subscriber say to me, and I've had multiple messages over the 3 years that I've been doing this, they've said, thank you, you've helped me with this, or thank you, I was wondering about that product, or that is successful. That I've always said that if you can help one person across your journey as a content creator, that is a success rate. That's you've helped one person, and that's enough. And
totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. That is an absolute awesome answer. My
success is not down to if I'm well liked or anything like that. I just be myself, and I'm myself on my reviews, and I'm myself on live streams and all that sort of jazz. And if I've helped that one person along the whole channel, I'm happy. I've done my bit. I've done everything that I needed to do, and that's it.
Cool. Honestly, that was absolutely brilliant. That one. I was worried about asking you that question, but I thought, no, I'm gonna get in there. We're gonna dive a little bit deep with him. Dive deep a little bit. Right. One of our.
Cheers, Steve.
What was that?
One of them would be my wife. I did.
There you go. Obviously, now YouTube reviewers are slightly changing. A certain YouTube reviewer, should we say, has now gone full time. So, obviously, the question comes, if you could be a YouTube creator full time, what would your day be like? What would it look like?
If I could do this full time, right? If someone turned around to me and says, "Don't worry about money, you'll be set. You'll be set. Don't worry. All you have to do is create content." I could guarantee that my morning would be spent drinking coffee, getting prepped up, ready for the day. Once I've got onto the whole coffee thing, it would then probably turn in, while the light is good, into good old Instagram pictures, things like that. If I could get anywhere with an Instagram picture or just something like that. Because one thing I neglect is my social medias. I do unbelievably neglect my social medias. But that's due to time, and if I could get time to do that, that's what that would be. And then from afternoon to evening would be recording, and you'd be all right because you'd be able to get everything sorted throughout the evening. But that's what my day would be. But the product testing side of it's really, really easy because we work, so we take it to work with us. We enjoy the day, we see the day with it, and there's no better place to test something out than at work because you will be stressed, you'll be relaxed, you'll be everything in between. And if that device just gets through the day with you, you know it's a decent device. There's a scale that you can. I suppose I'd have to go down a different route of testing things as well if you were going full time. Yeah,
because obviously if you went full time, not only would you be doing your reviews, obviously you'd be doing your other creative things as well. So what would that? Where would you like to be? If obviously you could do it full time, you're doing your review section for your GBV. What about the other? What you was on about as being under your umbrella? What other projects would you like to do?
There's a lot of sort of filmmaking and photography that I'd like to get into, which is this is an ever progressing thing. When we're doing YouTube, it's such a learning curve, and to learn the other sides of it, such as vlogging is one. I love the idea of vlogging, and I've been watching a lot about vlogging just lately. And one of the things that they say about vlogging,
bless you,
is don't worry about you being boring. Someone out there will want to watch something that you're doing. And that is the best analogy of that vlogging thing that is about, because you think to yourself, the worst thing about vlogging is you think, I'm fucking boring, I don't know why I would want to vlog, or anyone wants to vlog me going to the shop and buying some milk. There's something about that kind of thing that you get to learn a few more bits and pieces.
I've got to admit, I came across a channel only the other day, literally. This woman had been to Asda.
Yeah.
And she showed off what she'd bought at Asda.
Yeah.
I was kind of sort of like, wow. But,
I got into scratch cards. I got into watching scratch cards. This guy was just scratching scratch cards. And I was like, I'm hooked. I'm sat here on settee just like that, watching him scratch cards on TV, and I'm like, I am hooked.
Bunny! Buggles!
There's something about, it's not necessarily the vlog, it's the filming of the vlog that sort of really interests me. But there'd be a lot more sort of cinematography and a little bit more photography thrown into it, and a little bit more learning. Transitions are something that I really want to get into at the minute, and that's what my head's sort of in. Because, you know, when I'm talking about vape reviews, right? How many of us still do this? Because I still do this. I'm going to go down low now.
Yeah.
Right. I understand that is boring as hell for someone to watch, but I'm working on a few things.
Have you ever watched that program, How It's Made?
Yeah.
That's how I would love my channel.
Yeah.
a little bit. I think that's why I do the music instead of sort of like talking. I do that music section. I've always liked that style of information videos, where obviously you understand where I'm coming from. So that's what I've always wanted to do. Right, we can calm down now. We can calm down. We're going on to the silly questions now. So, what movie can you watch over and over and over again?
First of all, it's a Christmas film. And literally, I watch this every Christmas at least 30 times. And it is Scrooged with Bill Murray, right? Cool. It's not the best film. It's not the best film in the world, but it's one of them films that, when you wanted to get into that sort of Christmas festive sort of feeling, Scrooged, stick that on, and I'm away. It's Christmas then. I can watch it in June and feel like it's Christmas. But, yeah, that is the one film that I can watch over and over again. Or, if it's just a normal film, Big. I can watch Big. I can watch Big about 12 times a month, and that's it.
Brilliant. Right. What is the most interesting piece of trivia you know?
I don't know about interesting, but I know, like, lots of stuff. Like, lots of really random crap. Like, I could happily forget a child's name in comparison to what crap I actually know. Because it's nothing interesting. It's nothing decent. It's like,
come on, then. You've got to give us one. Come on, give us one.
Right.
And I'll give you one.
That's what she said. When I was growing up, my father taught me quite a lot about the bones and skeletal system. And at a very young age, I used to be able to name every single bone in your body, not only by the sort of unprofessional name, but by the professional name. And when getting into that, there was lengths that you learn, such as if you spread both your arms, that's how tall you are. Yeah? We all know that one.
Yeah.
That's the...
and that one from here to here, that's how long your foot is.
Your foot is. Exactly. That's your foot. And things like that. That was just random stuff, but everyone knows that one. And they were just random stuff. They were just... I wouldn't go like exciting or know anything that's...
I'll give you a random one. Something that sort of like pops up in conversation for some reason. Pink and blue. Pink's for girls, blue's for boys. Well, that's actually only happened since Victorian times. Originally, pink was for boys and blue were for girls. Now, the dominant colour is red. That's for men.
Yeah.
And obviously, because he's a boy, it's pink. Just like random, useless information there. There you go. Right. What was the worst purchase you've ever made?
What is this, vape related or life related?
Life related. What's the worst purchase?
The worst purchase I've ever made was my Nokia Lumia phone, right? And I got it on contract. And the problem with the contract is you're tied for 2 years. I bought a Nokia phone on the idea. Shut up about the Fiat 500. I love my Fiat 500. I'm sad to see it. But the worst purchase was the Nokia Lumia phone, because I loved the Nokias. But growing up, we all had Nokia 3310s. Yeah. We all had Nokia 3210s. We had Nokias galore. And when the Nokia Lumia editions started to come out, I was like, oh, wow. Oh, Nokia have released a brand new phone. When I first got it, none of the apps were available for it. You couldn't get Cortana. The signal was dreadful. The camera was horrendous. Every time you made a phone call, it went... I was stuck with that phone for 2 years. For 2 years. And that is it. That is, in recent times, that is the worst purchase I've ever made.
I think one of my on about phones, I think one of the worst purchase phones, and I can't even think what it is, it's a Nokia. I watched The Matrix,
I
And you
had
know
that.
where he clicks
I
it
had the banana
open?
phone.
And I thought, oh, look, I want one of them. So I got one. Rubbish.
Because once it clicked out, you had to push it back in anyway, so
Yeah.
you always looked a twat.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
yeah. Terrible. Right. Right. What did you think was silly until you tried it?
What did I think was silly until I tried it? A friend of mine, when I was growing up, used to have a thing about dipping McDonald's French fries in vanilla milkshake. And I was like, you are horrendous. That is stupid. That is absolutely stupid. Until one day, because I've got two of these. These food-related ones. Dunked it in, and I was like, wow, this is literally a taste sensation. And the next one is also... the next one is also a...
Jules!
Jules. I didn't think that was silly. And I've never tried it, to be fair. Andy, shut up about 500. The other one is Whatsits in a pot noodle.
Okay.
Chicken and mushroom pot noodle, bag of Whatsits. Strange, I know, but it's something. That was my best friend, and my best friend from growing up, have been childhood friends all of his lives, and he always ate pot noodles with Whatsits in them. The best thing about it is his middle child, his middle daughter, without seeing her dad do this, was once caught on the sofa, pot noodle in hand, tipping a crisps in. And no one had ever shown her this, and he'd never shown it or anything like that. But psychologically, she picked it up because she's her father's daughter. So, but yeah.
Right. You are a chef.
Yes.
You cook for a
Yes.
living.
Yeah.
You've got two friends that come round that's not from this country. And you've got to cook them a meal that represents where you're from. What would you cook them?
Are we going starter, mains, and desserts?
Yes.
Or starter, mains, and desserts, right.
So you've got to tell everybody where you're from.
I'm from Chesterfield, which is Derbyshire, which is just below Yorkshire. I'm not too far away from Mark and everyone else. But I'm the other end, so I fall into Derbyshire area. So for a starter would be bacon fried Derbyshire oatcakes, which for anyone who doesn't know what an oatcake is, it is a flat crumpet. That is the easiest way to say it, or a pikelet, wherever you're from. But yeah, if you fry that in bacon fat, it is absolutely delicious, and that would be a starter. The main was a recipe that's been handed down to me after years and years and years and years and years, and this is the inverted commas chef recipe, and the chef recipe would be beans on toast. Now the reason, listen. The reason I say beans on toast is because when I was growing up, my dad is a chef as well, and I did all my apprenticeship under my dad and everything else, and it wasn't as easy as you think. But it was multiple times I tried to get my dad to cook for when I brought a girl round to impress a girl, and every single time I'd be like, "Yeah, my dad's a chef, cook us anything, but really, really nice." And every single time my dad cooked beans on toast. So I'd be there inviting a girl around. Yeah, come round. I was only young, but come round. My dad will cook for us, and my dad would cook with beans on toast. So for starters, for mains, it would be beans on toast, and then for dessert, it would have to be strawberry angel delight.
Yeah.
Strawberry angel delight, or if I were feeling a bit frisky, if it were one of them evenings with two people, I would break the butterscotch angel delight out.
Ooh.
And mix the two.
Mix the two. Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice one. Right, last question. This is your final question before we go into chat. What's the most useful skill you've learned?
Most useful skill I've learned? Without going too deep into backstory or anything like that, but people judgment. Judging a book by its cover, I'm reasonably good at, and that comes from time. That comes from time and effort. But yeah, I'm pretty good at reading people.
So it's not your coil building then?
Oh no. What happened last Tuesday before we was going live last Tuesday? I was building this, and I was like, "Do you even build, bro? 22 gauge Canthal? Why are you hating me?"
Oh, bless you. Right, I just want to give you a big thank you. Thank you for. I hope there wasn't too intrusive questions.
They were fine.
But I didn't want to break out the boring, normal questions for you.
Yeah.
Right, Lethal, you had a question. Could you, if you could bring that question back up, that would be really good, and let Adam answer that for you. In chat, guys, if you've got a question for Adam, you know where to put it, just down below there. Also, while I've got you, if you could give this channel a good thumbs up, that would be absolutely brilliant. It really does help you actually giving it a thumbs up. Yeah. And obviously, if you're on replay as well, if you could give it a thumbs up as well, it really does help with the channel, and it helps my channel grow, obviously within YouTube's analytics and things like that. So please, please, please give me a thumbs up. Thank you. So, have we got that question?
Best and worst albums of 2018.
Ooh.
Oh. I'm going to be honest, I haven't listened to much from 2018. The best one is James Bay's new album. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But worst, I haven't got a worst yet.
I haven't. I'm trying to think what album. I don't think I've bought tell a lie. I bought Jack White's album out there this year, and that's about it. I'm waiting for C6 Steve's new album coming out, which should be out September-ish, somewhere around there. But that's about the newest thing I've bought this year so far.
Adam, when did you realise you could make money as an in-betweener stunt double? I never did until I started Great British Vape Off.
Right, I really do want to get Lethal. There you go, Lethal. Having my own issues with ADHD, how do you stay driven and focus in being a content creator?
I have to plan to remain focused with the channel and things like that, because obviously my ADHD is not very strong. It's good. I haven't got an attention span whatsoever, but it's sort of my brain will focus as long as I have a goal. So if I set myself a target and I set myself a project, I'm fine and I can stick to that and carry on. But what I have to do, being a content creator, is, like I was saying, when you're looking at doing something like doing a review channel, for example. To do a review channel, you have to sort of set your project that you want to do your reviews a certain way. This is why I find it quite difficult staying focused on keeping the channel as it is, and why it's going through my mind at the minute, why it needs to be slightly different. It's not through negativity from people or anything like that. It's just through my own brain telling me that things need to change, because otherwise I'll stagnate. But obviously, I have to set myself a project. If you're wanting to do content yourself, Lethal, you have to set yourself a project, what you want it to be. Don't expect it to happen overnight, because it doesn't. You have to sort of fight through a lot of hardship and a lot of sort of different ways, trying it different ways until you get to your own sort of focus.
I think on slightly kind of the same. I haven't got ADHD, but I've got OCD. I am terrible for little, believe it or not, little things annoy me. And if sort of like, I know it sounds silly, right? For argument's sake, a mod doesn't have it lined up, that really bugs me. It really bugs me, and it's sort of like and it gets to the stage where I can't use it. Believe it or not, it gets to the stage. So I have to kind of focus myself. Yeah. But what I was going to try and get to, especially on being a YouTube reviewer, what happens is you will go up and you'll get quite a lot of subscribers when you just first start, and then all of a sudden it will drop, and it will drop big time. All of a sudden you'll be getting X amount of people following you and things like that. Then all of a sudden it really drops and it plateaus. And I think it's at that point, and it's that real. It's almost like going on a diet. When you actually go on a diet, the first few pounds that you actually lose is actually water retention, believe it or not. Once you've lost the water retention, that's when you actually start losing weight. And believe it or not, being a YouTube creator is very, very similar to that. Yeah, and you'll go to that bit where, I'm not getting the same amount of views that I used to get. I'm not getting this same continuous amount of subscribers you get. And it's that at that point that you start losing faith in yourself. And that's when you really got to focus on what you're doing and plan.
That's why I said earlier on, it's not, you can't drive a channel on numbers. Although numbers is the outcome that happens sort of naturally from doing it well. You can't drive your channel on that, because you do on your first year, you might fly past 100 subscribers, because in the real world, it's not a case of we're going to fall onto it automatically and get 1,000 subscribers in the first night. But you might get to your first 100 in your first year, and you'll be really, really happy, but that 100 will then slowly drop off, and the numbers won't grow as quick. But you have to keep on pushing. And when you get to that point, the biggest critic that you will ever have is yourself. What is the most embarrassing moment during a review?
I've trumped live on the last of the summer vapes.
Oh,
without people realising.
No, I haven't. But can you remember that time I farted on a chair? And I leaned forward and I tried to get away with it. And you two were going, do you really think no one's going to hear that? Do you think no one's going to hear that? And I was like, I really thought no one had heard it. Because I leant forward at the same time and it went... But yeah, it happens. Lethal goes great on Facebook Live, and his reviews always try to catch up with us. I will try and check Lethal out. Cheers.
Yes, definitely.
It was a massive fail. It was an absolutely massive fail.
It was, but it's part and parcel. I haven't really done anything.
Outtakes are probably the biggest fails. You always outtake.
Oh, my outtakes! I delete all mine because
No, you didn't. No, you don't. You Sonic Sig.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I gotta admit, I think the only problem that I've got diabetes, and I've also got other bits and pieces, so I drain your energy very, very quickly. So obviously, if I've had a really mega busy day, that's always hard when you actually come to doing reviews. So like getting that motivation, it's like, come on, get past that tiredness and crack on. Do you suffer with that?
I just suffer with jet lag. I call it jet lag. It's not jet lag. You get right. The hardest thing to do is to remain motivated. Lethal, just to say there, you hate your videos. I hate all of my videos, but I still put them up. So you will always be your own worst critic. But if people are asking for them, keep doing it.
Lethal, the best advice I can give, and I could give anybody. First and foremost, please yourself. Don't worry about everybody else. Don't worry about what they're doing. You must like what you're putting out on YouTube, or you wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
For starters. So enjoy the process of actually putting stuff out. And if it's something that you think, yeah, I'd watch that, then yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Please yourself first and foremost, because at the end of the day, it's you that's putting the time in, it's you putting all the effort in, so it's for you. So do it for you first and foremost. Make sure that you're happy with it. If you're not happy with something in the aspect of what you're creating, then change it. Look at what you're actually doing. Make a little plan. Work around an idea that you're creating, and then release it. And if you're happy with it, then people will be happy with it.
Yeah. Mark, with your diabetes, do you get ratty when you're hungry? It's always ratty. It's always ratty.
Yes, I get ratty when my sugars are going haywire, but my sugars go up, so they go silly high. And what happens with me is I just get extremely tired. So yeah, I get ratty.
Any suggestions on a budget camera? You can't go wrong everyone else can't go wrong. I went wrong. You can't go wrong with the Logitech C920.
Yeah.
To start with,
Logitech. Two of the most common things to use as a YouTuber is Logitech C920 and a Yeti, either Yeti Snowball or a Yeti Blue.
Yeah.
I've got the Yeti Blue and Logitech C920 that we're recording
C920.
on now. I've got a spare one here when I do my up and closes, and then obviously I've got my big camera when I do my actual reviews.
And I don't know if they still are, but they were running at $27.99 on Amazon.
Yeah, they were. I don't know if they still are now.
I don't know if they still are.
So we are coming up to nearly the hour. That has gone super, super quick. So have we got any more final questions for our guests? Would we like to see that? What camera are you using now? Are you still using C920, aren't you?
Me?
Hmm.
What, for reviews?
Now. No, now.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm using my C920.
Yeah.
I use the C920 for live streams, but for my reviews, I have a GoPro Hero 5 with a Rode mic. Yes! Because everything's coming together now. And that's what I use for that.
Yeah, I get hungry. Hungry, I like that. Hungry. Do you get hungry?
Okay. When are you guys coming back? We will be back together where I won't be a guest on Tuesday evening over on Vape UK Network.
You can catch both of us and my little brother on the Vape UK Network. We are on a live show called The Last of the Summer Vapes over on the Vape UK Network. We're on a Tuesday from 8 o'clock until 10. We do a 2-hour show. This one's just a little bit of my vloggy. Normally I just talk about what I've been vaping on and bits of news and things like that. But now and again I like to get a guest, and you are only the third guest I've had on the show. But
it was very strange. It's very strange being a guest. I told you that before we started. It's very strange.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed it.
I have.
Is there anything that you'd like to tell the great people out there? What's coming up on your channel? What's happening? What you going to be reviewing?
Well, I've got loads of stuff. I've got quite a bit from Vatio all coming up over the next 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. I've got something brand spanking new coming in very, very shortly from I can't remember the name, but it's the Macon 3 Squonker. Can't wait for that coming in. I tried that at Expo. We've got the live stream on Saturday night, which is just an hour of messing about. There may be something. I'm gonna drop a little spoiler bomb here without Mark even knowing about it. But soon there may be something coming. But we will keep you up to date over the period until when we get it all locked down. But just so you know, there may be something coming.
Cool. Is there anything that's going off in the Nation side of things?
The Nation side, there is a new vlog being released this weekend, hopefully, if I can get it edited, where I went off and went exploring with my children. So there'll be my children on one of the videos. But I will link that into the GBV Nation Facebook group.
Cool. Right, I suppose I best tell people what's going on with me. At the present moment, we're still playing around with the website. Obviously, my IT guru, I just can't say sing his praises enough. BFG, gotta give him absolute credence on. Obviously, he's basically created the website, so please go over and check my website out. It's obviously www.soulomreviews.com. please go and check it out. Maybe next week, or leave a message in Facebook or something like that, and tell me what you think to it. If you think there's anything that we might change, just to get that little bit more experience, the experience of actually going onto the website that little bit better for you. So obviously, I'm liking it at the present moment. I think it looks amazing. But obviously, if there's anything you think, yeah, that would be a good idea, just give me a shout. That'd be awesome. Obviously, I wanted to obviously get the more traffic going into my website, so that was always help. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. Like I said, hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, why not hit that subscribe button for more shows like this one? Right, I'm going to finish it off here now. I want to give Adam, thank you for coming on and being my guest. I really do appreciate it. And I hope that your questions weren't too too intrusive. Want to give a big shout out to chat. Thank you guys. You do make the show, and I really appreciate all your support. Really do, and you are fantastic. I love you loads. Right, I'm going to finish it off. Don't forget to catch us on the Vape UK network on Last of the Summer Vapes on a Tuesday, 8 till 10. And I think in about half an hour's time, obviously you'll be watching Vic, so I'll be sat there as well. So I'll see you all then. Would you like to say tra?
Ta-ra! Ta-ra!
Right, I'm going to sign out. Again, thank you again, Adam. Please go and check out Great British Vapes on YouTube. Please give him a like and a subscribe. That would be really grateful. And again, thank you to you guys. Until next week. Happy vaping. Bye now.
Ta-ta!
Ta-da!
Is this where we say piss flags?
No.
Oh, road show.
Road show. We can't say piss flags on this show. Yeah, we can.